Good day, YouTube, or good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Poznansky's Beer Reviews. This is the second review of the night. Today is known as one of the lightest of the light beers. This is Michelob Ultra, coming in at 4.2% alcohol by volume, 26 carbohydrates, 95 calories. This is from Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. On Beer Advocate, it gets a 47, which is awful. The Bros give it a 36, which is awful. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Ira. He doesn't even watch my beer reviews, but this is your shout out, my friend, because this is one of his favorite beers. One of my dad's best friends from back in the day. The style is a light lager, year-round serving. On Rate Beer, it gets a non-existent score, and it gets a 0 in the style. I don't know what that means, but these are twist sauce, I believe. Yes. Quite the smoke coming out of this one. Hold on, I'm gonna shit in my glass. I still got some smoke pouring out of my glass. Alright. That pours a very clear beer. That is the clearest beer I've ever seen in my life. This is clearer than a Keystone, a Natty Ice, a Coors Light, and a Bud Light. This is the clearest beer I've ever seen. Almost looked like water with a yellowish tint. Got about a half a finger of soapy white head that's popping away. Let's get a nose. Kind of get that really weird vegetable taste, as I was talking about in my last review, what you get with the American Adjunct. That almost like disgusting, I mean, I don't want to say, it's not disgusting, it's just weird cooked vegetable corn taste. Smell, excuse me. No head left, so this beer doesn't have that much good head retention. Let's go with taste. Okay, taste the corn. You can taste the cooked vegetable. And no, I'm not talking. Corn and the cooked vegetable are not the same taste. Corn is not a vegetable; it's a starch. In case you want to argue about that. Maybe a little breadiness in there, barley malt. All these beers are almost all the same, guys. I mean, just little slight modifications in the flavor. You know, the adjunct lagers, the Euro Pale lagers, the light lagers. These all have the same. They all are brewed for the same purpose. They're all brewed to be to be consumed in a lot of quantity. Like a lot of these beers to have this more than one, like maybe to have Michelob Ultra 5 times in a night, so you don't, get hammered after the first one. Or it's meant to be drinking a nice, cool, refreshing while you're at the beach, or they always advertise Corona or Budweiser, Bud Light with that sexy female girl with the bikini in the frickin' beach with the like this. Drink Corona, My next review is not going to be a adjunct lager or pale lager. But yeah, all you really get on this review is, on this beer, is the corn, a hint of the barley malt, a hint of the barley sweetness, I should say. I don't really pick up any hop. Superior light beer. Anyway, this is like Budweiser's premium. This was like I think this is like the premium beer to Budweiser. I mean, what is it? It's a beer. That's all I can say. It's a beer. The commercial description on this one is, I mean, that's not really a commercial description. It gives the ingredients on the commercial description in rate beer. It says pale 2-row. The malts are pale 2-row. The hops are Munich and 6-row barley. Selected grains all in. Wait, hold on. Munich 6-row barley. Selected grains. All import. The select grains are the corn. All imported hops and a pure cultured yeast strain. Introduced in 2002, Michelob Ultra is the new low-carb light beer with taste smooth enough to carry the Michelob name. The reviews on this are very poor. The top one is 1.2, then 0.5, then 0.5, then 1, then 2.1, 1.6, 0.7, 0.5, 1, 4. The 4, I guess, gets the best one. Everyone else is pretty bad. Can very watery, no flavor of note, no aroma was picked up. Light body, bottle-shaped can, heavy carbonated, no head, very watery, absolutely no flavors to write about in the brew. It just has that beer taste. Which is like a hint of the barley, like a little tiny splash of the barley malt, splash of the corn, splash of a little hop pellet, and that's it. And that's what it's meant to be. Although this beer does kind of give me a little headache, which I don't like. This does it, and Dos Equis did it. So, 0.5 though. Bottle, very pale golden color with a basically non-existent small white head. Aroma is hops. Really? I don't get that. And some unwanted metal rubber. Maybe. Unbalanced and not refreshing. My least favorite beer thus far. Okay. You can see what people think about this beer. Obviously, it's according to the beer advocates and beer aficionados of the world, it doesn't get a high-class rating. But nonetheless, the beer is what the beer is supposed to be, and is a light beer. Alright, it's meant to not have... Everything in this world that is light usually lacks flavor in one way or another. It's meant to not have... It's meant to just... So you can drink this more than once and not get drunk. That's what it's for. Plain and simple. It's not meant to be a dark hollow stout aged in bourbon barrels. An oak bourbon. It's not meant to be that. It's not meant to be a Dogfish Head 120-minute IPA with 18% alcohol. People have to start rating beers for what they are and what they're meant to be. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. It just so happens that all the people that go on Rate Beer and Beer Advocate are those beer snobs that don't like this kind of beer, but what are you going to do? As a beer, I mean, I'm not too particular on this brand either, but, I'll give it the 5, which, I'll give... It's barely passing for me. I'll give it the 5, alright? Half and half, 5. If you like this beer, you like this beer, pick it up. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. That's it for this review, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and request.